The Prime Minister has called Rekha Patra, who is a BJP candidate from Basirhat and is also one of Sandeshkhali's victims, as Shakti Swaroopa. This is what the Prime Minister has called her. Rekha Patra had detailed the ordeal that was faced by women in Sandeshkhali. So now the Prime Minister speaking about Rekha Patra, who is yet to join the BJP officially, but she has been fielded from the Basirhat Lok Sabha seat. That Sandeshkhali is part of that constituency. Okay, so that's the big news that we are getting you right now, with the Prime Minister himself calling Rekha Patra Shakti Swaroopa. Remember, the BJP had pointed to the TMC for all of the posters that had appeared in a few places in Bengal's Sandeshkhali, denouncing BJP's Lok Sabha poll nominee Rekha Patra, who is an alleged victim of torture at the hands of the now suspended Trinamool leader Shahjahan Sheikh and his aides. The Prime Minister throwing his weight amid all that criticism behind Rekha and calling her Shakti Swaroopa. Payal is with us for more on this. Payal, amid all the controversy and criticism around the BJP's pick, we have the Prime Minister now supporting her and calling her Shakti's Roop, Shakti Swaroopa.
Well, of course, the Prime Minister said that he had taken the onus upon himself to protect the interests of the Shakti, which is, of course, the female worship, in the entire country. And so his call to Rekha becomes extremely important, because Rekha, remember, was one of those first few people who actually came out and spoke about the atrocities that were happening on women in Sandeshkhali. She was actually said to be the voice behind the entire movement of Sandeshkhali, which actually snowballed in a big way, and led to, of course, the TMC taking action against their own leaders, and led to the agencies then finally arresting Sheikh Shahjahan. So this is a big message that is being sent by the BJP leadership, saying that this is the message coming in from the Prime Minister himself. He's spoken in detail to Rekha Patra, is what we are given to understand by way of government sources, essentially telling her that she's somebody who brings a lot of hope as far as the women in Bengal is really concerned. And the BJP had tried to send a very strong message by putting her up as a candidate from the state. This is after the last election in the assembly, where you saw the BJP had actually put up a domestic worker as a candidate. So BJP trying to send a very strong message in a state where, of course, a woman chief minister has been at the helm of affairs, but she's been pulled up by the BJP essentially for acting against the interest of women. So obviously a big message being sent in by the party, by the government, by the Prime Minister himself, calling her up and telling her what exactly the party expects from her, and the fact that she is a very prominent candidate for them, and she's going to be somebody who's going to be the Swaroop of Ma Shakti as far as the state of Bengal is concerned. But remember, the Bengal BJP unit has been hammer and tongs fighting with the Mamata Banerjee establishment, and probably in a way a huge boost as far as her campaign is really concerned.